Welcome to Society Insurance's Restaurant Risk Management series. This module will focus on slips and falls. At the end of this program, you should have a greater understanding of slip and fall safety management, know how to identify and control potential slip and fall hazards, both indoors and outdoors, and know how to identify and control slip and fall hazards for customers and employees. A study of workplace injuries found that slips or trips and falls on the same level were the second most common cause of employee injury. The study also found that slips or trips and falls on a level surface increased by 41% in 10 years. A study of restaurants, grocery stores, and taverns showed that level surface slips or trips were a leading cause of customer injuries, which can typically cost anywhere from $2,400 to $9,600. The first step in controlling slips and falls is knowing if you have a problem. The first place to start is to review your past loss history. What does it tell you? How many losses refer to a customer or employee slipping and falling? Is this a contributing factor or the primary reason for the accident? Next, look for trends. Is there a common issue such as a wet floor that caused the slip and fall? Or was it ice? Is there a loss trend with customers or employees? Are there common problem areas, such as indoors, outdoors, kitchens, entrances, or elevated dining areas? In addition to your own research, Society Insurance can assist with tracking losses and identifying trends. No matter what part of the country your business may be located in, the outdoors can be a great source of slip and fall hazards. The cold winter months of the upper Midwest only increase the risk. As you walk the exterior of your property, be on the lookout for potholes and uneven sections of sidewalk. Rain gutters that discharge onto sidewalks should be directed away from walkways to avoid ice buildup if you live in areas where freezing is possible. Developing and maintaining a snow and ice treatment plan is a great way to reduce the chance of a slip and fall during the winter months. Keeping extra salt or sand at entrances should be part of this plan. Regular inspections of the sidewalks and parking lots year-round is a must for controlling outdoor slip and fall hazards. The interior offers a whole new set of slip and fall hazards. High-risk areas are entrances or exits, the dining room, kitchens, hallways, and restrooms. Are there walk-off mats at entrances to collect dirt, water, snow, and so on, so that it isn't tracked into the building? Are the walk-off mats increased in the winter? It can take up to 12 normal walking steps to adequately dry shoes when it is snowing or raining. Are the edges of mats curled up? Using a mat service helps to ensure an adequate number of mats are available and kept in good condition. Other control measures to keep in mind are having a mop readily available to clean up spills, regularly drying your mats, or using an extractor to remove excess water. Also use wet floor signs. Be sure, however, to only use wet floor signs when a wet floor is actually present. Keeping them out all the time increases the chance they will be ignored when a real hazard exists. As stated in the opening, slip and falls are the leading cause of injury for customers of Society Insurance policyholders. The prior two slides provided information on general strategies for identifying and controlling indoor and outdoor slip and fall hazards. But what more can be done to protect customers? As you walk the interior property, spot check the floors, keeping an eye out for defects in hard surfaces or loose carpet seams. Poorly lit steps or stairs make it difficult to see changes in elevation. Add lighting as needed, and change burnt-out light bulbs immediately. Training employees to warn customers to step up or down when applicable will help to prevent a fall. Signs can also be used to identify changes in elevation, such as raised seating areas or dining rooms. If you haven't already, consider installing a video surveillance system. If you have an older system, consider upgrading. Video surveillance may not prevent a slip and fall, but it can be used as a way of controlling the cost of a loss. Video surveillance systems help determine exactly what happened, and in some cases, prove the accident was fraudulent. Key spots for video surveillance are entrances, both inside and outside, dining areas, hallways, and parking lots. Customers aren't the only ones vulnerable to slips and falls. Employees are also at risk. Do you require non-slip or, at a minimum, slip-resistant footwear? Do you require proof that shoes are slip-resistant? Consider using online companies such as Shoes for Crews to provide footwear. Other options for restaurant safety footwear include Safe Tracks, available at Kmart, Safety Step, available at Payless, and Tread Safe, available at Walmart. Footwear with an open back or a heelless shoe should not be allowed. Finally, employees should be required to wear pants that do not drag on the floor. In addition to shoes, installing rubber or non-slip mats in front of ice machines, beverage stations, cooking lines, dishwashing stations, and any other area where water or grease is likely to accumulate will help to reduce the chance of a slip and fall. Simple changes to procedures, such as only filling ice buckets 3/4 full so they don't leave a trail of cubes, which eventually melt and leave puddles of water, can be an effective way of avoiding a potential slip and fall hazard. Floors should be regularly swept or mopped. Verify that your floor cleaning products are compatible with your floor type and the contaminants. Certain cleaning products will be more effective at removing grease than others, and products can be specific to vinyl, tile, wood, or other flooring. Despite your best efforts, a slip and fall accident may still occur. In the event of such an incident, there are some steps you can take to minimize the impact the loss will have on your business. If a slip and fall is reported, do not admit liability. Express your concern, make sure the immediate needs of the individual are being met, and start gathering the facts. You should begin by visually inspecting the location as soon as possible. Write down what you see and take a picture. You should take a written statement from the individual involved in the accident as soon as possible, and also gather the names of any witnesses. Witnesses should be interviewed separately and as soon as possible after the incident. Finally, make sure to retrieve and save surveillance video. This will be important evidence to collaborate the information you gathered during your initial investigation. It is a good practice to save the video for a minimum of 30 minutes before and after the incident. Identifying and monitoring high-risk areas will go a long way in reducing the likelihood of a slip and fall accident. Keep these items in mind as you go about your day-to-day duties of running your business. Inspect floors, carpeting, and stairways at least twice per year. Inspect for proper lighting. Inspect sidewalks and parking lots. Inspect for snow and ice problems frequently, when applicable. Beware of freeze and thaw cycles which turn water into ice overnight or in shadowed areas. Thank you for taking the time to take part in Society Insurance's Restaurant Risk Management module on slips and falls.